Creating latte art can feel like magic, transforming a simple coffee into a visual masterpiece. But for beginners, the journey is often paved with frustrating mistakes. The good news? Most common latte art problems are easily identifiable, and even easier to fix with the right techniques. Let's explore these hurdles and learn how to overcome them for consistently beautiful results. One of the absolute most frequent culprits behind disappointing latte art is improper milk texture. If your milk is overly foamy, it will simply sit on top of the espresso, refusing to blend and preventing any design from forming. On the other hand, if the milk is too thin and watery, it won't have the structure needed to hold any discernible shape. How to fix it? The key is to focus on creating microfoam. This should have a smooth, velvety consistency, often described as looking like wet paint. During the initial steaming phase, keep the steam wand tip just below the surface of the milk. This introduces those tiny air bubbles that create the microfoam. Once you have a good volume increase, submerge the wand deeper into the milk to heat it evenly without adding more air. Your goal is a glossy, fluid texture free of large, visible bubbles. Practice listening for that gentle tearing sound as you introduce air. The speed at which you pour the milk dramatically influences the quality of your latte art design. Pouring the milk too rapidly can cause it to crash forcefully into the delicate crema, breaking it apart and muddying your canvas. Conversely, pouring too slowly often leads to weak, undefined patterns that lack clarity and definition. How to fix it? The pour has two distinct phases. Begin by pouring slowly and steadily from a slightly higher position to allow the milk to sink beneath the crema, creating a base. As your cup begins to fill and you're ready to introduce your design, slightly increase the pour speed and lower the pitcher closer to the surface. This allows the lighter foam to rise and form your intended patterns, whether it's a heart, a tulip, or a rosetta. Practice adjusting your pour rhythm to seamlessly transition between these stages. A poor grip on either your cup or your milk pitcher can severely limit your control over the pour. If your pitcher hand is tense and stiff, or if your cup isn't tilted at the correct angle, achieving clean and precise shapes becomes significantly more challenging. How to fix it? Tilt the cup at approximately a 45-degree angle towards the spout of your milk pitcher. Hold the pitcher with a relaxed grip, using primarily the movement of your wrist to guide the flow of milk. Keep your arm relaxed to avoid any shaking or jerky movements that will translate into uneven art. Remember this fundamental principle. A smooth and fluid hand motion directly translates to smoother and more aesthetically pleasing latte art. Your starting position when pouring is crucial. If you initiate your pour from too high above the surface of the espresso, the force of the falling milk will cause it to pierce through the crema and sink directly into the liquid below, rather than resting on the surface to create your desired designs. How to fix it? Begin your pour with the spout of your milk pitcher very close to the surface of the brewed coffee. Once you're ready to start drawing your latte art patterns, lower the spout even closer, almost touching the surface of the crema. This proximity allows the lighter milk foam to gently rest on top of the darker crema, enabling you to form clear and defined shapes like hearts, tulips, or the intricate layers of a rosetta. Many beginners often feel a sense of pressure to rush through the pouring process, often driven by the concern that the milk is rapidly cooling down. However, these hasty and uncontrolled pours almost always lead to messy and indistinct latte art that lacks any real form or definition. How to fix it? Shift your focus from speed to technique. While it's important to work efficiently, prioritize proper form and control over rushing. Even if your latte art takes a few extra seconds in the beginning, consistent practice with good technique will build better muscle memory and habits. Good form practice today will inevitably lead to faster and cleaner pours with beautiful results in the future. Patience and deliberate practice are your allies in mastering latte art. Ultimately, latte art is more than just creating pretty designs on top of your coffee. It's a tangible reflection of your mastery over milk steaming, your careful preparation of the espresso, and your controlled pouring technique. Remember that every mistake you make is simply a valuable stepping stone on your path towards developing better skills and achieving consistently stunning results. So, stay patient with yourself, remain curious about the process, and most importantly, keep pouring. With each attempt, you'll gain more control and get closer to creating those magical latte art moments right in your own kitchen.